Welcome readers and viewers. As I mentioned a couple of posts ago, I've allowed my watching of movies to exceed my writing of them. So I'm going to try and resurrect a couple of methods I abandoned a while back. The short capsule reviews and the overlong video reviews. This will be a regular feature, so just a short video review of a movie that I've seen that I can't be bothered to write 700 to 1,000 words about. I will still be writing plenty both here at Gweiloramblings and at easternkicks.com. This should give me a chance to try out some different things. It will be fairly low fidelity, but hopefully people will enjoy it. Anyway, without further waffle, let's look at the movie at the centre of this first episode. It's a Japanese film called Roommate. After an opening where we find the police uncovering a bloody nightclub scene, we're sent back a few months. Harumi, played by Kyoko Kitagawa, wakes up in a hospital, somewhat confused after an accident which seems to have befuddled her more than caused any significant physical damage. There she's befriended by a lovely nurse called Reiko, who's played by Kyoko Fukada. And during Harumi's convalescence, Reiko announces she's going to leave her job as a nurse, but as they've become such great friends, why don't they move in together? It would help with Harumi's recovery and save them both a bunch of cash. Harumi's a bit reticent but agrees, and the girls get on famously. Heck, Reiko even offers to help out with things like sorting out the insurance compensation. The perpetrator of the accident, a young man called Kensuke, who's played by Kengo Kora, feeling rather guilty and not a little besotted with Harumi, also starts interacting with her, going so far as to offer her a part-time job. Wow, it's all going so swimmingly. And then Reiko starts acting really rather strange. And then things start getting rather bloody, and it turns out everything isn't quite so clear as we thought. Shall we see if we can watch a trailer?
ルームシェア？病院で知り合ったはるみと玲子。二人で始めた新生活。本音で喋れる友達って初めてかも。玲子みたいな人だったらずっと一緒にいたいと思う。
仕事なんて寂しいな。困ってる時に助けてくれた人いた？
何わけわからないこと言ってるの。
役立たず。ひどい死に方。自分のこと可愛いと思ってたのに。いた。
普通じゃなかった。
死ねばいいのに。はるみさん。ルームメイト。
So that trailer made it all look rather exciting, didn't it? I'm sad to say, but the reality is this is quite an average film at best, and it's horribly derivative. Trying to avoid spoilers, film's a mash-up of a zillion movies you'll have seen. It's at its core, it's one part single white female, one part Hulk tension. It's perfectly fine, but it offers nothing new. Kitagawa is an actress I know best from Japanese TV shows, and usually she does really well delving into light comedy, so this film really doesn't play to her strengths. Fukada is someone I absolutely adore, but she doesn't get any chance to shine, and to be honest with you, she's off screen far too much. Kengo Kora tries his best, but his part is really underwritten as well and doesn't give him a lot to play with. Looks-wise, I'd say it's a little drab, but consistent. It's well filmed, but it's just unimpressive. It fails to reflect what's going on in the story with anything visually, and believe me, there's plenty of opportunities it could have tried a lot harder. The twist, when it comes, unless you've never seen any kind of thriller in the last 20 years, or maybe you're 8 years old, will leave you utterly underwhelmed. And when they add that little bit more just to make it a little bit different, it just hasn't been developed enough. Things have been hinted at, but not really given enough screen time to make valid. I guess maybe it's me and I'm just a little tired of films that play with the same old ideas of mental illness. And things like the little touch of sapphic suggestion just adds to the ton of a bunch of well-used, well-worn ideas that are being thrown against a wall and hoping things stick. Roommate is an okay movie. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't want my 2 hours back, but this is a DVD that's going back on my shelves, probably never to be watched again, which is a shame, because the ingredients of this film are amongst my favourites. But as a movie meal, it can only be mildly recommended.